Greetings everybody, I am Lobo and welcome to episode 56 of my Minecraft survival series. Now you guys may remember in the last episode we had both of our Ghasts at our tree farm have unfortunate accidents, let's say. So they're both no longer with us, so we do need to get new Ghasts to our tree farm. So we got this guy spawning here. You may notice that this place no longer has a roof. Let me just say that. The reason for that is because, let me go ahead and try to get this guy through here while I'm talking to you. The reason this place no longer has a roof is I was waiting down here for like a half hour, 45 minutes, something like that, and no Ghasts were spawning, which is strange because I could have sworn that Ghasts were spawning in here before when we had, you know, a 4 tall area for them to spawn in. But, oh man, come on guy, give me a break. But as soon as I took the roof off, after half hour, 45 minutes of waiting, as soon as I took the roof off, it seemed almost as if this guy was waiting for me. As soon as I hit that last block, this guy went ahead and spawned in. So do they need a 5 tall area now? Did that ever change? I don't think it has. I don't remember reading anything about that. But we now have a Ghast spawning, and it's okay that the roof is off because let's face it, this place is in need of a facelift anyway. We need to remodel this Ghast room. We need to do something about the entire nether, in fact. But, you know, remind me, in the video that we built this thing, did we have Ghast spawning in a 4 tall area, or was this the actual roof and I just got lazy and put like another like layer on top of that? Like, did we have a 5 tall area when we were actually spawning Ghast in here, or was it always 4? I don't remember. Anyway, let's go ahead and bring Sawyer the 7th, his little name tag, and we'll get him all set up, ready to go in Luna. That is, if he made it here, which it doesn't look like he has. All right, so that's a little troubling, because if he were to die on the trip over here, like if he were to get injured in this room because the room wasn't big enough or whatever, like we would actually see him taking damage when we came through the portal. The fact that we don't see him anywhere means he didn't come through the portal even though we saw him go into the portal. That's a little worrying, I think. Unless he went through a different portal. I did set up a temporary portal. Hold on. Yeah, over on the far, there he is. Over on the far side of the bay, I set up a temporary travel portal. So that unfortunately means that we can no longer afford to have this guy in our area. Okay, hi creeper. So yeah, we gotta take him out. We also gotta take out that temporary portal, and then we gotta go and get another Ghast. It's a good thing we didn't name this guy yet. We could actually just probably wait for him to despawn if I can't hit him, which I don't think I will be able to. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and take down that portal. Yeah, I made like a little temporary portal for traveling because we need to get resources and stuff. But apparently I built this thing a bit too close. And now I have an inventory full of cobblestone. We need to get rid of something here so I can keep that obsidian, because that is more valuable, but I don't want to throw away like a whole stack of cobblestone. Okay, you know what? Let's just go ahead and fill this in so we know not to use it. We know we're going to need to build our portal further away than this. And I think we're just going to go ahead and put you right here. And you can wait there until we build a new portal. All right, let's try this again. We have another Ghast spawned in here now. This one for sure is Sawyer the 7th. He is spawned in the perfect position right next to the portal, which means you just gotta run up to him and bounce him in there. And let's go ahead and name tag this guy. Now, I'm hoping that this guy actually ends up where he needs to be, because we no longer have any other portals for him to spawn in. I am so confused right now. We don't have any other portals for him to go through. But he's not here. Alright, let's find him. Like, I am just so confused at this point. Like, there's no other portals that I've made. Like, I don't have any other portals in this area. So unless a portal spawned and they're going out of that one, I don't know. I have to run around here and kind of look for that to make sure that didn't happen, but I don't see how that could happen because the portal, like, we did math when we made our portal in the Ghast room. Then again, the portal in the Ghast room is 4 tall, and maybe maybe we should try extending it to 5 to see if that helps. Maybe. We've got a live one. We've got a live one. Come on, Sawyer the 7th. I need you. Oh, you're going the wrong way. You are going the wrong way. I need you to make a U-turn. Okay, now proceed to the rear, please. Exit to the rear of the building. Thank you very much. Come on, come on. Okay. Now let's see if this worked. I did extend the portal. So now it's a 5x5 instead of a 5x4. Hopefully he ends up in there. Yes, yes, let's get out of this part of the room. Okay. So yeah, apparently extending the portal to 5x5 helped because he's now in the room. And there were no other portals, so I don't know how that other guy ended up where he was. We need to clean this whole thing up. We do. I'm going to clean it up eventually because it looks super messy because we're working on a storage system. But let's go ahead and lock this guy in here. And then we need to reposition him so he can get picked up by the minecart. And then we need to... I think we need to have this on release so the minecart can travel back and forth and actually pick him up. So let's try this out. Boom, he's on the minecart. Let's go ahead and hold him in place because we still need to throw a name tag on him. So we'll head down here and we'll throw a name tag on this guy. This is officially our Sawyer the 7th. I'm hoping he doesn't shoot down here. Okay, so we have Sawyer the 7th name tagged. He is good to go, actually. We can send him up to our tree farm. And you know, I apologize. That's so messy. I'm embarrassed to show you my laboratory. But yeah, let's go ahead and release the containment area. Let's go ahead and open this place up and we can send him on his way. And let's just make sure that he made it up there and we don't run into any more problems. But hopefully we're good. We're good. So if everything went to plan, Sawyer the 7th should now be hanging out in his little work area in the Timberland tree farm. Which it appears he is. Perfect, perfect. So the rest of this process works. And we seem to have everything ironed out now. And Sawyer is up there in his room all happy, making all kinds of Sawyer noises. And you know what, Sawyer? I miss this. I missed having you here. I miss having your little tentacles, hey, dangling down through here like a little car wash where I can run through. But now that we have the process ironed out, we need to go ahead and get Sawyer the 8th ready and waiting in the bullpen. So we're having a little bit of difficulty with Sawyer the 8th. Partly due to a pigman that decided to come through the portal and steal his minecart, and mostly due to the way I decided to try to handle that without hurting the pigman, which is probably a bad idea because I think the gas blew him up anyway. Oh, you know what? It's not worth it. We're not going to be able, he's just destroying this place. I'm going to have to take him out. I tried to salvage the situation and make the necessary repairs, but this is just, it's unsalvageable. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to go through and fix this place up. I handled that so poorly. We need to kind of pigman proof this place, you know? We need to make like a drop in front of the nether portal that takes them down to a safe area where they can just end up despawning eventually instead of coming out here and stealing minecarts and blowing up all my concrete and rails and just making a huge mess. Well, I didn't do what I said I should do, and guess what happened again? But we can probably handle it a little bit better this time if we go ahead and bring him into this room instead of trying to handle the situation out there. I think that would be smarter. Hi! You need to stop doing that. Okay, and then let's just try to figure out how we're going to do this. Let me think through this process real quick. You need to get out of there, first of all. Okay, thank you. And then we can go ahead and get rid of these rails. And then we need to figure out what we're going to do with that rail up out there that's now facing upward. I think maybe if I break that and just put down a new powered rail, that might work. Hold on. Okay, so that was a little bit more involved than it had to be. Like I put down slime blocks to make sure he wouldn't shoot me and whatnot, but I think we're good now because he is on there. He's captured. He's named already. You just can't see it. Our pigman is no longer here. I'm hoping that's because he despawned and not because he went back down there to cause more trouble. But now we are good. We have Sawyer the 7th at the tree farm. We have Sawyer the 8th in the bullpen. We can move on to other projects. So in addition to the storage system, one of the next big projects I want to get working on is Wolfen's Laboratory. It's going to be located up there kind of on that hill. And we've discussed Wolfen's Laboratory before. It's like they're in charge of everything mob related, like the gas room we were just in, our drown farm, which is up there on the hill, our slime farm, so on. So anything mob related, that's Wolfen's Laboratory's doing. So what I want to do is get started on that. But you see here, the terrain is a little wonky. It's very wonky. There's just like all kinds of random stuff going on, and you cannot build on ground that looks like this. It would just end up like madness. So I think the first thing we need to do before we even consider building is make the terrain a little more hospitable. Oh man, this is nice. We got this nice big blank canvas now to work on, and I can't wait to get back into building structures because it's been a while since we've actually done that. Unfortunately, we're not going to be doing that in today's episode because we're kind of late in the episode to start building a big structure, one that we haven't planned. And also, I do want to give a little bit more consideration to what we're going to be doing here. Like, you see our drown farm right here? This is going to be above ground. It's going to be outside the city walls. We need to figure out like what we're actually going to be doing here before we just start kind of throwing blocks around willy-nilly. But that's okay because we have other stuff we need to take care of, stuff we actually need to take care of right now, stuff that I've been meaning to do for a while, such as naming our horsies, all our skeleton horsies. So I've already gone up and made the name tags, and we're going to go ahead and take those over to the stables right now. So coming up to our stables, one of the first things that I'm going to point out is that this is no longer sufficient to house the number of skeleton horses that we actually have. We have 2 to a stall here. Skullberry is over here. He's rooming with Clavikiwi, and they've been getting along okay. But Bananas over here, he's been rooming with Cervicado. And those two, they're kind of an odd couple, you know? They're kind of polar opposites. Over here we have Mangable. He's rooming with Tomatibia. Those guys are okay. You know, they're fairly new here. They don't really know what's going on. Over here we have Orangula and Nectaranium. Oh man, I kind of have a little bit of fun with these names. I don't know. Over here we have Nobody. That's interesting. And you're not even, what is this, one out, one in? Is that how you guys are working it these days? You guys are doing your own thing? Plamanges is working, or hanging out over here with Apricarpals. And you know what? I think we need to go ahead and kind of give these guys somewhere else to go so they're not all cramped in here. I know it's cramped here. It's uncomfortable. But we have other places for these guys. We're going to take these guys, well, some of them at least, down into our storage area because we determined that the minecart was not going to be an acceptable way to get around down there. So what I think we're going to do is bring our horsies down here and we can kind of ride them to pick stuff up because, you know, this is a fairly expansive storage system and we need some form of transportation to get around down here. So we're just going to have some of these guys just hanging out for a little while. Now let me go get some of your friends so you're not lonely. All right, Tomatibia, you're going to just hang out up above ground in our mine area right here. You have a great neighbor in Mr. Donkey. You guys, I'm sure, will get along. He's in this area too. He'll come out when he's good and ready. But I think for the rest of this episode, what I want to do is get some preparation done down here for our storage area, which we're going to be coming back to next episode. So what I need to do is kind of gather some stuff. Let me figure out what we need to gather, and I'll be right back. So one of the things we're going to need is mycelium. That's going to go in this spot right here. Basically, we need to make sure all the slots in this part of the storage system are full. So we need to, like most of this stuff, we can actually make ourselves. We can craft here. Some of this stuff, however, we're going to need to go do some traveling and find it. For instance, coral. We're going to need to definitely head out to find that stuff. There's going to be other sections of stuff in here, like end stuff, which we don't have yet. We're just going to put filler blocks in that for now until we actually do get like to the end and are able to get that stuff. But yeah, I think coral is going to be our main focus today. Mycelium, if we can find it. But yeah, I've already done some scouting and I kind of know where we're going to be headed to get our coral. So let me go ahead and get prepared and we will get on our way. So we're actually not too far from our city. We're actually pretty close to home. And you will notice that over the course of this series, I don't do a whole lot of exploration in the world. I don't load too many areas of this world because if you do that, then when an update comes out and you get cool new biomes and features and stuff like that, they won't show up because you've already loaded those in a previous, update, basically. So that's why I don't go exploring a lot, but because we can come over here now and go to a few areas that are closer to home and not load too many areas far out. That way, in case there's another update and more stuff gets added to the game, we can always take advantage of that as long as we don't have areas previously loaded. I got rotten flesh in here from the time I told you I've already explored this area. Well, not really explored it, but I came over here to kind of check it out after the update came. I thought you could harvest those with Silk Touch. Or is it like different? Is it like a Silk Touch pick I need? Or like how do we do this? I need to figure out like how to actually do this stuff. I've never actually collected coral. This is my first time collecting coral. Let me try to pick up some of this stuff at least. I know we can go ahead and get some of this stuff. And I don't know, I'll figure it out. But I'm gonna go ahead and load up our inventory with some coral blocks here. Oh, we got a thingy. Okay, yeah, we'll figure this out. Something else that might be worth our time is exploring these shipwrecks because, oh man. Look at that. Look at all the goodies in here. Wow. Yeah, we can go ahead and we definitely need the iron. That's awesome. All right. So yeah, we're going to be exploring the shipwreck too, I think. And we got this dead coral. So what? There's 5 types of coral. You have regular coral, coral blocks, and coral fans for all this. And you got the dead coral variants of all of those as well. And we have another chest down here with a treasure map. And that's going to be useful because I know what's in them. I know what they lead to. They lead to the heart of the sea, right? So yeah, we'll definitely try to find one of those. Let me go ahead and continue on our main quest right now, which is collecting coral though. Oh, and in case you're wondering if I ever figured it out, yeah, Silk Touch Pick. All right, so I just ran our first inventory of stuff back home to our storage system, and I came back here, and because we're missing some items, and we didn't get enough of some stuff. So what I'm going to try to do is organize my inventory so I can actually keep track of what all we're getting, what all we need to get, so on and so forth. And hopefully this just enables us to be a little bit more efficient because you guys know I have a bad habit of not organizing anything. So we'll see if organization works for us in this case. But as I said, this is going to be our second inventory full of stuff that we're going to run back to Luna. It's kind of a pain going back and forth. It would be a lot easier if we had shulker boxes, which, we'll consider. We'll think about when we're going to do the end thing. I kind of want that to be a special episode, so we'll get there. Probably, not anywhere in the very near future, but in the near-ish future. Yeah. Excuse me, that is mine. Thank you. Oh, and I'd like to have that as well. Awesome. And it looks like we may have even found another chest within this shipwreck. Unfortunately, it's nothing that we actually need or want, which is a shame. I think we already have potatoes from our drowned farm. So yeah, we're good. Let me just go ahead and, and make some space in the inventory though. So I decided to take a different route home to kind of scout for more coral reefs. When I stumbled across this shipwreck right here. And how do you even manage this, Captain? Oh man, that's actually pretty impressive. I'm sure everybody on the crew was like, how did he do that? That is some impressive captaining right there. Hopefully there's a better chest than this in here somewhere though. Maybe this one? Let's break this and find out. Oh yes, we got a treasure map, another treasure map. That's awesome. I forgot to check out the first treasure map. That's okay. I need to make space for this in our inventory. Yeah, we need to go ahead and offload this inventory, and then we'll probably do one more coral gathering session and then go look for some treasure. All right, so I haven't found another coral reef yet. I am still searching for it, but I figure we should probably go ahead and gather some kelp since we don't have any of that. Because, you know, we'll just gather some and then from there we can kind of farm it ourselves as long as we got good enough to start with, you know. We also found a desert temple on our journeys here, so I'm thinking we can go ahead and explore this thing real quick since we are here. We can go ahead and check this out, what all it has to offer within its hidden treasure rooms. I can't remember the layout of these things. There has to be an easier way to get in here than trying to just randomly tunnel through a wall. I think there's like an entrance up here, right? Yeah. We go in this way and then we go down here, and I didn't bring any torches or anything. So we're gonna have to go through this quick before we get mobs like spawning, and hopefully we don't get any spawning down here to drop down onto that pressure plate and blow up all our treasure. I think we're gonna be good though. I think we're within range of it now. So let's go ahead and make our way down here. We'll see what all we can get treasure wise from this place. So let's see, we do want to disable that, and we're going to take the TNT with us because I can always find uses for TNT with all the area that we clear out, you know. So we just got horse armor, gunpowder in there. We have a golden apple in here. I will take that. Thank you very much. I will also probably go ahead and put these back and then take the gunpowder. We don't want to carry too much stuff with us, you know. So we have a feather falling 4 book. That's good. We're going to go ahead and take that. Fire aspect. I don't think so. Silk touch. We will take silk touch. I do like that. We'll go ahead and hang on to this for now, even though we got like mass amounts of emeralds. Gold horse armor. Do we want armor for horses? I don't know, because we have mostly skeleton horses. Maybe we'll take it just in case. We'll take it just in case. And we have another gold apple. All right, awesome, cool. And another coral reef has been found, so hopefully we can go ahead and load up on all of this awesome stuff right here. Ow. Oh no, there's 2 of you! Go away. Stop it. And within this, yet another shipwreck with a couple treasure chests in it. Nothing good in them so far, but I'm hoping that this one will have another treasure map. That is awesome. All right, so we have 3 treasure maps so far. That's probably how we're going to wrap up the episode, looking for the 3 treasures. I'm going to continue getting like all the coral and stuff I need from here. And then we will set off on a treasure hunt. So on our way back home, we passed by this ocean monument in the distance. If I can, right there, you see it right there? So we're on our way back home to offload our inventory. We passed by that ocean monument. We still have mining fatigue from it, but then there's another ocean monument right here. So we may have to come back. I already jotted down the coordinates. We may have to come back and do something with these in the future. So I followed our first treasure map to this beach right here where there's a baby zombie around here somewhere. I have no idea where he went, but we're just going to go ahead and pretend like he's not around making noises. And we're going to go ahead and dig for a treasure. Our first buried treasure of the series. My first buried treasure ever. And it looks like it's going to be right around here. I have no idea how far down they are. So I think what we might do is just go ahead and take our shovel and just start wailing at this and try to, let's try not to make too big of a mess. Or maybe we should. Maybe we should just kind of go at this and try to figure out where it is. I don't know how far or how deep these are. If they're just beneath the sand, or if we actually need to break out our pick and start chipping away at the sandstone. I would imagine that it's somewhere beneath the sand. So let's just move the sand out of the way and see if we can find this thing. And I'm not sure like how accurate the maps are either. Like where the X is compared to like where the treasure actually is. I would assume that it's going to be somewhere in here, but I just don't, I don't know. Maybe what I'll do is go ahead and dig for a little bit and see if I can figure out where it is. It looks like it should be over here-ish. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. You guys just pretend that you didn't see me doing everything I just did. Okay, what do we got in here? Oh, look, goodies. Heart of the sea, that's what we want right there. We'll go ahead and take the rest of this, and then we'll go ahead and set out for our next treasure, which hopefully is a little less embarrassing. Making our way to treasure number 2. As you can see, I've kind of gone a little crazy with this one as well. But we have our second heart of the sea, which is pretty cool, and we got some other goodies. Potion of regen. We see if we can make room for that in here. Picking up sand as I try to do this. We definitely want to bring the iron with us. That is something we're going to need when we come back next episode. And yeah, probably take the pants and stuff with us too, because we need some clothes for our scarecrows. Bottle of enchanting, I don't think we really need that. But yeah, I do want to make some room for the pants. Now our final treasure chest of the day. We got another heart of the sea, more diamonds, more iron, potion of water breathing. I don't think we really need that. I actually don't think we need to carry any of these potions because we make our own potions. We have plenty of stuff to make our own. So yeah, let me go ahead and get all these clothes and we'll go ahead and dress up our scarecrows and wrap up this episode. Oh yeah, these scarecrows I've been talking about, these guys over here, these are the ones. Over here at Jumping Jack-Lantern's Pumpkin Shack, they are now all dressed up looking super spiffy, except for the fact that since the update happened, they no longer have faces. So we'll have to fix that. But I think that is pretty much going to do it for us today. We did not find mycelium, but we did find enough coral to do what we need to do. Down here, we're going to have our dead coral, but to get those, all we really have to do is take our regular coral and place it outside of water, and then it dies. Which is kind of very sad. Maybe I'll just go collect some. Maybe I'll just go ahead and collect some actual dead coral, and we can do it that way instead of killing the coral. Yeah, maybe. Or we could just do that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out with the dead coral and the dead coral variants. But I think that's going to pretty much do it for us today. We're going to have to fill up the rest of these chests as well, but that is something for another time. Hopefully next episode we can kind of get the rest of the storage system mechanically wrapped up and functioning. That is my hope at least, but that is for next episode. This episode is now done. So if you guys have enjoyed this episode, please feel free to hit that little thumbs up button. That would mean very much to me. And if you want to see more, please remember to subscribe. And as always, I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I deeply appreciate it. Until next time though, I am Lobo and I will see you guys later.